Hey, what's up? I am Billy Martin. I play in the band Good Charlotte, and I also draw comic books. I always tell people to draw what they hate drawing. You know, when I was younger, I didn't like drawing hands, so my characters would have their hands behind their back. I always liked drawing since I was a kid. I would sit in front of the TV when cartoons would come on with a sketchbook, and I would just look up at the TV and, you know, sketch the characters I saw on TV. So it's always been like animation, cartoons, comic books. That's always been the type of art I've been into. As I get older, you know, I've studied a little of like the masters and maybe some more different artists outside of the comic book world. I think you can take that stuff and apply it to cartooning, but for the most part, that's my passion, is cartoons and comics. Yeah. I've been doing these sketch cards for like when Marvel puts out movies, they'll do trading cards for like the Thor movie, Captain America, and they'll get a bunch of artists, they'll give you blank little cards that look like trading cards, and you'll draw a sketch on them, mail them back in, and then they'll randomly place these original pieces of artwork inside the packs of cards. Right. So kids will go to buy the trading cards, and you might get an original piece of art in there. So I got about like 150 of those to do throughout the tour. Wow. So that's a lot. I did live here for like 9 months when I was 3, but when I was a kid I thought for sure I'd work comics or animation. That was my dream job, and sometime around 15 I got a guitar and started a band, and it was way cooler to say you were in a band than, you know, a comic book geek. So
I have a million pets. I have cats, dogs, spiders, like I have so many things. I couldn't imagine eating my pets. Why would you want to eat any other animal? So you can survive fine without eating animals, so I don't think that you should.
And I didn't hear the question.
Well, the whole design was designed by Billy, who's like a huge fan of Tim Burton, and that's one of our favorite directors.
And the video is really going to show two sides of the band, like a really dark setting. The performance scene where we're playing in is this sort of Tim Burton, Dr. Seuss, Alice in Wonderland, like really twisted room where all the proportions are off and the windows are misshapen, and the bookshelf and the fireplace, everything is misshapen, sort of to look like a storybook feel, sort of to match the artwork for our record. And then there's the other side of the scene where Joel is walking through this neighborhood, and it's very like, you know, pretty skies out, green grass, everything's perfect, yet there seems to be something slightly awkward about the whole neighborhood, and everyone's sort of just looking at Joel as the odd man out. And meanwhile it sort of cuts back to us playing inside of this house where everything is not perfect. So it's really just sort of cutting between the life and the death, the dark and the light, the two different sides that we're trying to cover.
You didn't say guy, you know that, right?
Yeah, I was kidding.
Cool. If you haven't picked up on it yet, there's a reason why he doesn't find any girls.
It's flattering that they would come at 6:30 in the morning, but you should go to sleep in a little bit.
We're about to shoot Billy's vignette.
Billy's at the lemonade stand. Well, Bizarro Billy, actually. Weird Billy. But he looks the same as he always does.
Do you have like a mirror so I can do it really good?
Mirror? Now, do you want mascara?
No,
or do you want an eyeliner?
Yeah, this is good.
That's cool?
For some reason I've been wearing eyeliner since I was like 15, so I'm 23 now and I'm still wearing it. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm pretty used to doing it by this point.
What's that one, Billy?
This one right here, it's probably water with red food. I mean, I think it's blood.